am thrilled to be hanging out here with one of my favorite millennials.
Yep.
I've got two that I raised as well. I wonder what you would be like if I would have raised you.
Shorter hair.
More tighter, definitely tighter. So I'm here with Ian Abston. He is an expert on millennials. He's done TEDx talks on it. He's kind of a go-to consult with that. But most recently, he is co-founder of Light the Hone, which has, it's great. It beautifies our lakefront.
Yeah.
And I am thrilled. Too bad we didn't have the DNC to appreciate and all these people, but Milwaukee is such a gorgeous city.
Yeah, well, the DNC was going to show the outsiders how beautiful Milwaukee was, but this is one that can show the locals every night how cool it is. It's a beautiful city. I've been here for 14 years and love it, just love it.
Yeah, it is. And our lakefront is better because of it.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
thank you. Thank you.
So Ian's been a client off and on, more on than off recently. Trains with a friend of his who's got hair similar to mine but slightly less.
Yeah.
Would you argue?
Far less, far less. He's on the way out.
He's on the way out. So Ian's been a client for a while, and I just taken an opportunity to hear a bit of his story. How have you benefited from hanging at PMPG with Dan?
Well, I'll tell you why I started coming to PMPG in the first place. I like to play basketball. Love to play basketball. And in my head, I'm still the same 20-year-old slashing to the hoop and throwing it up that I always was. But I'm 37 now, and I had an ankle injury about 4 years ago. Did the same move I've done always, just landed funny and dislocated my ankle, and it was a terrible road to recovery. And it was all these, my ankle obviously hurt, and then I started having hip problems and headache problems, and I was kind of a mess. And it was a year after this injury, and I was trying to force myself to run and do all these other things. And I finally got some, went to a doctor who said, you got to get readjusted, you got to get some PT, you got things that aren't in line. And someone had recommended, actually a good friend of mine had recommended coming here, and I was never into personal training. It's for me, I can go to Gold's Gym and I can do the curls and the stuff because it's like, I'm a guy, I'm gonna go for the beach muscles.
And you can wear pants at least 9-10 months out of the year in
now
Milwaukee.
jogging pants.
Yeah,
now,
who needs to work your legs?
Yeah.
You need to work your legs. All right.
So I started coming here to just trying to get realignment and all the stuff I forgot to do that was never really taught to weightlift properly in the core things. And then you came in with your approach, and I'm going to do a reset, and taught me about some hippie thing of parasympathetic breathing. I'm like, yeah, cool, hippie Pete, whatever. Yeah. And you did a reset with me, and a month later, I think I came twice a week.
Yeah.
And I liked just yelling at people and talking shit to people when you're here.
You do it well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I pride myself on that. But everything started to, the ankle was feeling better, the hips was feeling better, the headaches were going away. So, and they're kind of, it stuck. And it's that today, now I come for like a weekly, like I was out mowing the lawn and my back hurts because you're why would you ever stretch? Because I never do.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So it's been fun, and it makes me do the things I would never do generally.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I am in training right now, so I can get back on the court with you and own you like I typically do.
Yeah. Well, let's bet a month's services on it. I'm in. Let's do this.
I may not be in for that. So thank you for taking some time. Us the physiological upgrades, some of the physiological upgrades, and there might even be more.
Yeah.
Just saying. That you've experienced working with us. Why do you keep coming back to PMPG?
Well, I think you guys have created, it's a kind of a niche company, and what you've seemed to have grabbed here is Milwaukee's executive business clientele. I come in here every morning on Monday, and I never know who I'm going to meet, but I probably just read about them in the Business Journal from Friday, and I've got something to, ideas to bounce off them, questions to ask them, because you've created a great community of people, but it's also a niche community of people that everybody here is involved in Milwaukee of some way. It's not executives that make money and drive back home. I see these people on boards, volunteering time, donating gifts, all to make Milwaukee better. So we're all here to make ourselves better, but and the guard dogs. Your security here is top notch. That's why I keep coming back. That's why I keep coming back. But it's a great culture, and I've been coming here for 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
And now it's the family of people, and now you expect to see people, and it's always people that care about Milwaukee as well. So that's it's always the benefit to getting your butt kicked on a Monday morning.
Yeah, I think to punctuate that, I firmly believe in the simple saying that we hear every time we get on an airplane, and that is, you need to put your own oxygen mask on first in order to help the people that are around you. And as corny as it is, I firmly believe that every single person that has influence in Milwaukee that trains here is taking care of themselves selfishly, but at the end of the day, that helps move the community forward. And if we can create a healthier group of leaders, Milwaukee is going to continue to thrive.
No, that's a great point. It's a great point, and everybody needs that, because if you're leading, you're responsible for the other one person in your company or 5,000, and if you are 10% out of your peak, that's going to affect on all of them. So the fact that you get to see those people and have those conversations with those people and talk things like diet that I never cared about, never cared about. It's a culture you're creating. It's hopefully like rising tide lifts all boats for the Milwaukeeans that participate.
Yeah, and we got some rising to do in this community.
Boom.